Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments and Condos. I'm walking into 830 Reba, number 1 North. This is a nice big 1-bedroom. And as we turn to our left, as we go through the front door and turn to our left, we see a huge living room and a separate dining room that's also a really significant room. Before we go and explore those rooms, I'm just going to show you the entry area. Front door is probably about 6 by 4, but you've got a nice big entry closet here. Shelf, hanging bar, and if I show you down below, it's quite deep, so it's easily 2+ feet deep and about 3 feet across. So that's a bigger closet. We walk into the living room. We see a nice big room with beautiful hardwood floors. The windows are facing where? Facing west. Wow. So the windows are facing west with a single window facing north. Nice big radiator over there. Again, the room is quite wide. It's probably close to 12 feet wide and about 14 feet long. So it's a big room. You can hear my voice echo a little bit. The windows are newer and are looking out into the courtyard. And if you look across, you can see where you are. You're about 8 feet in the air. So even though you're on the first floor, nobody is just going to walk in. Looking back, whoops, daisy, there we go. We see the entry where the light is. We also see a big closet in the living room. Sliver of the kitchen, which is nice, and a sliver of the dining room. I'll show you the closet before we go to the dining room. Again, it's a nice big closet, probably close to 5 feet across, not quite 2 feet deep. Hanging bar and shelf, really nice space. Good closet space here. So we basically have just had the painters come in, and this is the dining area, but it hasn't been cleaned. So bear with me, there's a little fuzzball on the floor there. That's embarrassing in the video. But there it is, and we will of course clean it. The dining room is another big room. Windows are facing west into the courtyard. Probably 10.5 feet across by 11 feet this way long. We've got a radiator in the corner. Show you the courtyard here. Oh, there's a little bunny rabbit. So that's nice. Turn around again. We see a nice big formal dining room contiguous with the living room, and just a small sliver of the bedroom, sort of diagonally there. Before we go that way, we'll go into the kitchen, which has got ceramic tile, which is very nice. A nice countertop with lots of storage underneath, lots of cabinets above. The back door will lead you down to laundry and storage. If we come across the other way, we see more cabinets, so just enormous storage. Full-size fridge, full-size dishwasher, a nice counter spot there. Outlet on that side, another outlet across the way, twin stainless steel sinks, and a full-size stove. So let's explore, starting with the fridge, which is your basic fridge, freezer on top, a couple of shelves to the right. Super clean fridge on the bottom with crisper drawers, butter dish, and a couple of shelves to the right. We have a little bit of counter space here, outlet, beautiful tile backsplash, which will help keep it clean. Underneath we have a full-size dishwasher that's spotless and ready to go. Above we have standard cabinets, and by standard I mean about 2 feet high, with 3 shelves. The shelves are 11 to 12 inches deep. Twin stainless steel sinks. Good water pressure. There's the hot water. You can see it's falling out. Drains nicely, so underneath is nice and dry. It can be used as storage. Looks like we have a little bit of cleaning to do here. In the sink, you can see leftovers from the painters. They're supposed to clean, but they do a painter's job of cleaning. So we'll have to come in here and do some more. Nice, super clean stove. Full-size stove. Inside, it's nearly spotless. You also have a nice stove hood, which with lighting, and a filter, which is really good. And those fans and filters work well. The smaller cabinets, which you see on this side, have no shelves. They're just about 1 square foot on each side, but they're great storage. And you've got 3 of them all the way down to the fridge. And then you have just a little spice cabinet, which is nice. And a little, like, cookie sheet cabinet underneath, although it doesn't have to be cookie sheets. You also have a small drawer. So good cabinet. Just that cabinet space would be more than average. But then if we turn around, we have this great counter space, which makes the kitchen super usable. All those drawers and all those underneath cabinets. And what I'll do is I'll go right to the middle to show you what they look like. And we have this deep cabinet area where you can put pots and pans or small appliances, which is really nice. The drawers above, or actually it's just one drawer, nice wide drawer, silverware, or whatever you want to put in there. And it's the same here, only there is a divider between the doors. Again, we have a tile backsplash and outline. Really nice counter space. That's got to be 6 feet of counter space, which is super. Again, I'll just open the middle. And you can see it's a 2-foot standard cabinet with 3 shelves, 11 to 12 inches deep. You've got one to the left and one to the right. Looking out the window, we're seeing into the neighbor's sort of front backyard there, which is mellow. So I'll walk back out into the dining room, give you another look at a really nice kitchen, go through a very large living room, past the entry area, and we have a linen closet straight in front of us. 5 shelves, about 3 feet long and about 1.5 feet deep, a little less. Big bedroom, big enough for a king-size bed. And to the left we have a bath. We'll go into the bath first. See a nice sink, medicine cabinet with lighting right above, little cabinet underneath the sink, standard tank toilet, which is nice. Lots of tile, which will really help keep the bath clean. We'll turn this on. Again, good hot water pressure. Oops. Underneath, nice and clean and dry. Again, newer tile, radiator. And then we have a tiled bath area. So again, it's not totally clean the way we'd like to hand it off, but we'll turn on the water pressure. And there we go, all the way hot. And you can see you have terrific shower pressure from a shower wand that is probably about 6 feet 3 inches high. Now it's a wand, so you can pull it down if you need to. Shut that down. And that closes out, and you can see everything drains nicely. So a very nice bath. Oopsie daisy. And if we turn around, we go right into the very big bedroom. So I don't even know how big this is. It's probably 14 feet long. Walk in. I think the window is facing south, and if we look back, we see the door we walked in on and the closet door. There's another look at the neighbor's property out the other window, and you have really a big closet here. So if we look at the floor, you see it's about 4+ feet across by about 3 feet deep. It has a hanging bar both ways. and shelf angling both ways. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There we go. As well as a couple of hooks, which is really nice. From the closet, we take another look, and that window that we're looking at is facing south, so you get good light. And it's just a huge space. You could easily do a king-size bed in a sitting area, or a king-size bed in an office area. Excited about this apartment because of its size. Come out of the bed, we take another look at the bath. I should have shut that cabinet door. Big living room, big dining room, big remodeled kitchen. And that brings us back to the front door. Thanks for watching.